last time. Let's see what you'll do today.
Okay.
I'm glad you made these decisions last time.
Okay.
This is our story.
Yes, I know. You're part of it. Anyway, what is going on, everybody out there tonight, today, wherever you are in this world we live in? It is I, Lord Macintosh, welcoming you to what's probably going to be the finale to Detroit Become Human. Man, I can't believe it's only going to be in. Man, it feels like yesterday I turned this game on for the first time just to experience what it's like to be an android. Even though my name is Macintosh, which I'm half computer, half human. But anyway, welcome back to Detroit Become Human. Like I said, I have a feeling that this is going to be the finale. I don't know, I just got a feeling it's going to be finale. And if, depending on how much time we have left, I may go and check out the extras for your fans' amusement. For everyone's amusement, we're going to check out some of the extras. Why? Because that's how I freaking roll. And, okay, Chloe is trying to find some words to say. I think she's having a hard time figuring out what words to say after what she's experienced in my playthrough. Let's just let her say something before we decide, okay, let's... Yeah, I think it's about the best bet.
Did you know the motto of Detroit is, "We hope for better things"?
I did not know that. Actually, I did. She said that multiple times, but I tell her that to make her feel better. Anyway.
Wait.
Oh?
Are you sure you should continue?
I'm pretty sure I should continue.
Maybe we should leave things as they are.
Yes, I'm pretty sure I should continue. Because I feel like we're nearing the ultimate climax. So yes, I want to continue.
As you wish.
Why were you sounding so sad when I made that decision? Like, it's a game. A game is meant to be continued. And how are you going to finish a game without continuing it? For example, I played Kingdom Hearts 3, and I accidentally thought the game was over when we were on the islands and stuff. So, yeah. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 3 in a hot minute, so I'm saving it for a stream of the future. Because that's how I roll. And it's snowing now. It's Marcus. We're back at Carl's house. See Carl. Alright. So last time we saw him, we got blown to bits. We got basically blown to bits because the police thought we were the aggressor.
Alarm deactivated. Welcome home, Marcus.
Holy crap! He never deactivated, he never removed Marcus's name from his house. It goes to show that Marcus is still a big part of Carl's heart. What's this? Is that our jacket? I don't know if that's our jacket or not. I don't know. Like I said, it's been a hot... Play? What is this? I shall play the message.
Hi, Dad. I'm getting out of the hospital tomorrow.
It's Leo.
They told me that you stayed with me while I was asleep. I'm really sorry about everything that happened. I'm gonna stop all that shit. It messes me up. It turns me into somebody I hate.
Huh.
Hey, I'd like to come by and see you tomorrow.
Okay.
If that's all right with you. I just want to let you know, I'm proud to be your son.
That honestly looks like a PlayStation camera enhanced. But it looks like Leo is going... Looks like Leo has had a change of heart and... Are we going to turn this on? We turned those on at the beginning. Can I go through this door? No, I cannot go through this door. Can I walk around at least? Let me walk around. After all, I used to live here. I used to live here. Can I watch some television? No, why can't I watch the television? Come on, I want... Is my headset on? I don't know my headset's on. Okay, my headset's on. I'm so sorry. I always think I don't have my headset on, and I make sure... I can't even go in the freaking kitchen? What kind of travesty is this? You can't even go in the kitchen. Wow. That's a neat collection you got there. Is that armadillo? Or is that anteater? I think that's a armadillo. I'm not expert on animals. All I look at the books that we looked at the beginning of the game. Even though I chose play piano over reading a book. Honestly, I would, no matter how many times I play this, I will always and forever will play the piano because I'm a musical guy. It's a candle, candles, and it's a animal skin rug. And Animal's like, why are these lit? Shouldn't these be lit? Isn't that what candles are for? That's what this animal's thinking. Why aren't these candles lit? Ooh, we can play. Play. Let's go in here. What's in here? Holy crap, looks like this place hasn't been bothered in a while. But look at snowfall. I am still in awe of the snowfall in this place. Like you can't expect me to not be in awe of this. Feels like a lifetime ago that I painted this. It's almost like it was a prediction of the future. That Marcus got destroyed. Is left in the junkyard, and he broke out of the junkyard, and look what he's come up to. But it's nice to know that. It's also nice to know that Carl didn't throw anything out, because he still has a heart for Marcus. And Marcus was the first and will forever be his android. I'm still trying. Even though I was already told how I could have gotten in there. Magic. The Hogwarts universe is within. The Hogwarts universe is within Detroit Become Human. Even though I'm not sure if any of us will be qualified to be in Hogwarts. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be qualified to be in Hogwarts. Anyway, let's go upstairs. Okay, I don't know what that means. Hello? Is anybody here? Hello? See Carl. Okay. Time to see Carl. Not Carl from Jimmy Neutron either. Carl, the painter. You know, yeah, Carl Manfred is the better Carl. Because Carl is an amazing painter.
Who are you? How did you get in?
I'm your leader. I'm your leader.
Carl isn't seeing anyone. You need to leave.
Never. And let us see him, please. Convert.
Please. I need to see him.
He's very weak. I'm not sure he'll be able to talk to you.
We could try. All we could do is try. Am I allowed to walk around first? I will walk around first. Let me walk around first. I want to experience this place again. Oh, I didn't recognize the ceiling. This almost looks like Honestly, this kind of reminds me of the art room, my art room in my high school. Like, the art room in my high school was covered with tiles from past students. Because they liked the art teacher so much, they wanted to get a tile in for him. I'm sensing Carl never finished the painting. Because of what happened to Marcus. I'm just elaborating. I'm not sure if he ever continued that painting. Anyway, let's go see Carl. Carl! Oh, he is not doing good.
Marcus, I was hoping you'd come.
You were?
So much, Carl. You don't know how much I miss you.
What's wrong, Marcus?
Lost.
Completely lost. Carl. The whole world's falling apart around me. I try to do the right thing. I look for answers. Instead, I just find more doubts and more uncertainty.
The world is ruled by fear, Marcus. Fear of others. Fear of the future. It's like me, too old.
Nah, you're not too old. You're young. You are young, Carl. You'll forever be young. In your mind. Advice.
What should I do? Carl, they're killing my people. I don't want to answer violence with violence, but tell me, what choice do they give?
Being alive is making choices between
That's some good advice.
love and hate, between holding out your hand or closing it as a fist.
I open my
I don't
hand.
have any easy answers, Marcus.
You know what, Carl?
You have to accept the world as it is.
That's a good answer, Carl. I appreciate that.
Or fight to change it.
I'm not gonna fight. I'm gonna fight with words. Words are better than fists.
You're my son, Marcus.
Oh yeah, Leo left a call.
Color. But I know part of me is in you.
Oh, Carl. That makes my heart melt.
In the darkness. Some men have the courage to lead it out.
Nice. Yes, that is nice.
Face the abyss. But don't let it consume you.
I won't let it consume me, I swear. Honestly, I hate seeing Carl like this. It just goes to show that he's on his he's literally on his deathbed as we speak. Like, did he hold out for this long just for us? That's what I'm assuming. He just held out just for us. It's an old chapel. Like, we're in an old chapel right now. A lot of things have happened. Jericho is gone. The FBI literally raided Jericho. Destroyed Jericho. And Marcus has that detonator that North gave to us. But we gotta be grateful that North stopped that android from detonating that C4. Anyway, give me a second. I need to get something closer to me. Okay. Alright, talk to your people. Apologize to Kara. Decide Connor's fate. Oh, with the judge and the jury, eh? Well, you know what they say. Where's Kara anyway? There's Simon! Hi, Simon. Simon, I'm glad you're alive. Hey, it's the two Tracys from the Eden Club. They're alive, and they found some clothing somehow. I don't know how they found the clothing, but hey, who am I to judge?
People are counting on you, Marcus.
Thank you, Simon. I know.
You're the only one who can lead us.
Thanks, Simon. I appreciate that.
Wherever you need to go, we'll follow you.
Simon, I'm glad I spared you. You are not one to be killed. You are one to be spared. You're my friend, my companion. You're part of my team. Anyway, where's... Oh, where's North? That's North. Let's talk to Kara and, let's talk to Kara.
I thought you'd be safe staying with us. I was wrong. You need to leave the city while you still can.
Yes.
Getting Alice away from here is all that matters now.
You're not wrong, Kara.
We have to catch the last bus.
Yes.
We might still have a chance to cross the border.
Okay.
Marcus,
Yes.
save our people.
You bet your life I'll save our people. I will not stop. I will save our people. I will not use violence. Hey. Hey, North. How you feeling? Last I remember, she got shot, and we saved. Wound.
What's your system status?
I'm okay. Bullet didn't hit any bike components.
Okay, that's
You could've
good.
been killed trying to save me, Marcus.
Hey, it's worth it for the price of love.
Think of our people first.
You're one of our people.
Say
Situation.
they don't want to take any risks with deviants, so they're rounding our people up and taking them to the camps for extermination.
No, I hate that word.
In
Extermination.
a few hours, we're gonna be the only ones left.
We're not gonna let that happen. I swear upon it.
How
Survivors.
many of us survived the attack?
A few hundred? Maybe more if you count those hiding all over the city.
Okay.
If you hadn't triggered the bomb, we'd all be dead. In a few hours, it'll all be over.
Well,
Change the world, or the world will have destroyed us.
we're not gonna let that happen, honestly. I don't want that to happen.
You have to make a choice, Marcus.
Yes, I shall make a choice that will benefit all of us.
We will follow you.
Okay.
I love you, Marcus.
Oh, I love you too. I love you too, North. I'm glad we saved her. Like, no matter how many times I play this game, I'm always gonna choose to save North. And no matter how many times I choose, I will always choose to be... I will always choose to be your lover. Lover! Lover! Lover boy! Holy crap, oh my... Wow, this guy... They carried all the survivors... That one's missing a head. This one shut down. I'm guessing that they salvaged what they could. I don't know, they salvaged whatever they could and they brought it here to Jericho. They brought it here to this abandoned church, it looks like. Hey, is that one of the Jerrys? That's one of the Jerrys from the amusement park. How in the world did it end up here? That honestly is not. Honestly, it's a question that probably will never be answered. He probably just signaled to Marcus. Hold on, I want to do a little check on the internet. I want to check out the latest YouTube video. Oh, it's nothing. Okay, let's talk to Josh. Hey, Josh. How you doing? You know, that's a stupid question, actually.
Thanks to you, I might see our people free one day.
Hey, no problem. You're a
You and I
bud.
haven't always agreed, but I know.
You're a bud, Mark. You're a bud,
Things
Josh.
are something.
We would never leave
Whatever
you.
you decide, I'm with you, Marcus.
I'm glad you're with us. Companion! Companion! Oh, this Josh lost a freaking arm. Not Josh, that's Jerry. Josh, you still have all your limbs, right? Decide Connor's fate. Okay. Chicago team. Yes, that is one of the Jerrys from the amusement park. I could tell. It has the pirate logo from the park. You know what? Now I gotta go make sure. I gotta go see if that has an emblem right there as well. What the heck? There's another one. Yep, that's it. That's them. Holy crap. That's the Jerry from the amusement park. Now, to be a jury, shall we spare Connor? Or do we leave him to rot?
It's my fault. The humans managed to locate Jericho. I was stupid.
No, you just programmed to make that choice.
Should have guessed they were using me.
You know what, Connor? You're fine.
I'm sorry, Marcus. I can understand if you decide not to trust me.
Oh, I trust you, dude. Trust.
You're one of us now. Your place is with your people.
There are thousands of androids at the CyberLife assembly plant. If we could wake them up, they might join us and shift the balance of power.
Connor, with a good idea, baby.
Infiltrate the CyberLife tower? Connor, that's suicide.
I don't care.
Trust me.
Yeah.
They'll let me in.
Heck yeah, they
If
will.
anyone has a chance of infiltrating CyberLife, it's me.
If you go there, they will kill you.
Maybe not.
There's a high probability.
But I'm willing to take that chance.
But statistically speaking, there's always a chance.
Exactly.
For unlikely events to take place.
Expect the unexpected, Marcus.
Be careful.
Leader, inform your people of your choice. I'll do that after I go close my window over there. It is raining outside. I can hear the rain through my headset. So I'm gonna go close my window and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I was just distracting me. It was going through my headset. I thought that these like voice canceling and they could cancel all the outside voices noise around me. But anyway, we gotta make the final choice. What do we do? We shall speak.
Humans have decided
And we teleported.
to exterminate us.
Well, we didn't teleport actually. We just teleported a
Our
few
people
feet.
are packed in camps right now, being destroyed.
And we shall not let that happen.
Time has come to make a choice.
Yes.
One that very well may determine the future of our people.
Yes. Launch an assault on the camps to liberate the androids. March peacefully towards the camps to pressure the authority.
I know you're all angry.
But we must not let anger
And I
get
know
best
you
of
wanna
us.
fight back. But I assure you, violence is not the answer here.
Violence
We
is
are
never
going
the
to tell
answer.
them peacefully that we want justice.
North is
If
still a
there's
lover.
humanity in them, they will listen. And if not, others will take our place and continue this fight.
Heck yeah.
Are you ready to follow me?
Yes. We are free. We are free. Jericho. I think they're supportive. Wouldn't you say? I think they're really supportive of this plan. Wouldn't you say? Marcus chose to protest for his people. I'm assuming Jericho was attacking. So I'm assuming if we could find and call, I'm assuming we had the option if we just decided to let the time run out, that we just don't locate Jericho. We had all the options there. Rats. Carl deteriorated after Leo was hurt and broken. So if we just... I'm assuming we would just broke him anyway. There's an optional path right here. Let's continue.
At 6 a.m. this morning, a national curfew was declared.
Not a curfew!
Civilian movement
I can't handle
is
curfew.
strictly
Curfew is like
controlled.
not in my
The right
blood
to assembly
whatsoever.
is suspended. All electronic
Okay, President
communications are
Warren,
restricted. I have granted
please don't take this the wrong way.
powers to our security
Don't take this the wrong way,
agencies.
President
In
Warren.
addition to these
You
measures,
look like
all
Hillary
androids
Clinton.
must be handed over to
Honestly, she looks like Hillary
authorities
Clinton.
immediately. Temporary camps are being set up
Honestly,
in all our major
this might be a
cities
prediction that we
to
might get a
contain
female
and
president
destroy them.
soon.
I am now asking all civilians to cooperate with the authorities and rest assured that everything in our power is being done to guarantee the security of our nation.
Are you?
Please!
Deviant leader.
Has the leader of the deviants been apprehended?
The deviant
I still can't believe we get to
virus has not been
like
located
this.
yet, but
This
we
was
will
an
soon track
interesting.
it
Like you
down
get to
and
actually.
neutralize it.
Madam President!
A convoy of medical cobalt is reported missing. Army weapons stores are also said to have been robbed. Can you confirm these reports?
I have no information on that at this time.
I choose not to answer. Cyberlife.
What's gonna happen to CyberLife? Will androids be banned definitively?
We're working very closely with CyberLife to neutralize.
Oh, are you now? Are you working closely with them, or are you just gonna blackmail them?
Android question.
Please!
Intelligent life.
Many believe that androids are a new form of intelligent life. Do you have any comment?
That's ridiculous.
Excuse you?
Next question, please.
Please.
Recall centers.
Some say these camps awaken painful memories from human history. How do you respond to that?
That's absurd. There's absolutely no connection.
Are you sure about that?
Androids are not living beings.
I excused you. I think they are living beings.
Thank you. That will be all.
No. I got a few more questions to ask you. This is not over. I'm assuming we're Connor now. Because Kara will probably be on her feet. Marcus is gonna be doing that, that thing. Hello.
Connor model 313-248-317.
I would
Expected.
like an extra large burger.
Identification successful.
I would like an extra large burger with Ethereum and cyborg lettuce, cyborg tomato, and cyborg secret sauce. Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if can androids eat? I'm actually really curious. I know it might mess up their systems, but holy crap! That is the CyberLife Tower. I mean, yeah, it looks like it looks like it's taller than the Washington Monument. Like, it looks taller than Washington Monument. I don't know what to say. The Washington Monument. Oh, there's a police drone. Good thing we don't have to disarm that one. Let me go on my own. I do not need you. Oh crap.
Follow me.
No, I do not. I do not want to.
But I know where to go.
Maybe. But I have my orders.
Okay, you can follow your orders, but can you just break the rules once in a while? Like, rules are meant to be broken, dude. Break the rules. Bend the power. Like, I sometimes have to break the rules to achieve success. Oh my goodness, it's all at once.
Access authorized.
Holy crap. Look at this place. This place looks amazing. Oh, it has trees on the inside. I'm guessing those trees kind of remind one of Shangri-La. Am I allowed to look at the other androids? Hi, police officer. I am Connor, the android set to be destroyed by CyberLife. Follow the guard. Is the guard behind me? Hey, what happened to the other guard? I thought there was another guard behind me. And seriously, that guard decided to take the long way around. I mean, you get the steps in, to say the least. Hold on a second. You spin me right around. I'm gonna do a little shimmy. I'm pacing. I'm contemplating my life's choices. Give me a second. Okay.
Agent 54, level 31.
Voice recognition validated.
Warehouse negative 49. How far did this place go? Okay, pre-construct.
Hey, don't touch that.
Sorry, I'm a curious boy, okay? It's a camera! Camera status enabled. Hack! Ugh. Camera status disabled. Now they won't be able to... We're gonna have a nice, frisky moment together now. Okay, what if we start with this one? Simulation reset result failure, okay? So we gotta take this guy. Okay, we can't go out to him first, apparently. So we gotta go after this guy first. Alright. Execute! Nope! Not today! Nope! No! No, 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 no! Oh god, that was close. Eat this! Oh! Oh my god, that was intense. Change elevator destination.
Please indicate your identity and destination.
I think we gotta use the agent's voice.
Agent 54, level sub 49.
Voice recognition validated. Access authorized.
Yes! Going down! And now Okara now. Oh, but I hope you guys can't hear the rain reach the bus terminal. I hope you guys...
Bus leaves in 20 minutes. That doesn't give us much time. We've got to move fast.
20 minutes. I can hear the... I hope you guys can't hear the rain that's pouring down outside.
Right?
I closed the windows.
I'm really cold.
We gotta leave that on. We're gonna leave that on. We don't want to draw any suspicion. So let's go. So wait a second. Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain, I think, is a past game from Quantic Dream, and they made an Easter egg right there on the movie theater. Holy crap! Yeah, don't look, Alice. It's dreadful. Okay, pick up. Let me have that gun. Kara, get your gun. Where did you put that? Oh, I'm assuming she has.
Let's not stay here.
Oh, dude, what the heck? It's a freaking turbulence thing.
Please don't hurt me.
What are we gonna do?
Keep pressing forward.
Keep going if we want to catch that bus.
We can't help everybody. Please, understand.
Stay close to me. I'm going to sneak past them without being noticed.
Oh dear, we gotta do a sneaky sneak.
I promise you.
Well, good thing I have plenty of practice from Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Well, sort of.
Don't kill me. I didn't do anything.
Hide.
Stop, I said. Are there many more? Lucky don't be like rats. The more you look, the more you find. Oh, we don't have to spend the night here. I'm freezing my nuts off.
Hide. Run, run, run. Okay.
There are soldiers everywhere. We need to be careful.
Come on, get moving.
Is there anybody else? I don't think so. Move.
Hurry up, get in.
I feel like we got a risk against scene, so here? Oh my god!
Look over there.
It's Luther! And Jerry?
We can't help him, Alice.
We got to!
Soldiers are everywhere.
We need to!
Just leave him. They're going to kill him.
No, we're not gonna let that happen, Alice. We're not... Save Luther!
Okay, let's go.
We shall save Luther!
Hey, buddy.
This is a mistake. I'm human. I just want to go home. My wife is expecting me, and we're gonna...
Got orders to check all civilians.
Run!
No. No! Please!
Sheesh!
Fucking androids.
Find a weapon. Pick up that brick. Knock out.
You shouldn't have risked your life to save me.
Well, I did.
Where's Alice?
She's hiding nearby.
Kara, you saved us. We don't know how to thank you.
Go before they see you.
Yeah, go. Thank me later. You got to go.
Luther!
We saved you, Luther.
You were dead.
Luther dead? No.
Never see you again. I wanted to meet you at the terminal, but they caught me along the way.
Then you should have removed your LED
We
thing.
don't have much time.
Oh, he did. Did he remove his LED thing? Dude? Hey, dude, can you go the other way, please? Go the other way. Can you please? Oh, go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Oh my god, they were just minding their business. How much time do we have left? Look the other way. Can you please look the other way? Can you please look the other way? Please, I need you to look the other way. That works. Oh my god! Just turn the other way, dude. Turn the other way, and I won't harm you like I harmed your other friends. You got me? Ah! He's like, I do not get paid enough to do this. Make sure he's a reasonable distance away and run. Okay. Dear God. Oh my God, we made it.
A checkpoint.
Yeah?
We have passports, it should be okay, but you never know.
Maybe we should take the detour and avoid the risk.
We're almost out of time, we could miss the bus.
Yeah, we do not want to miss that bus. I don't want to choose a route. Detour is safer. Checkpoint is risky. Let's just take the checkpoint. It's not like we got the passports. We didn't.
Humans who carry guns. They make me nervous.
Just stay calm, all right, Luther?
Keep calm and follow my lead.
ID, please.
Hand my ID. Boop. You like it? Standard issue.
You do realize there's a curfew? Civilians aren't allowed out unless absolutely necessary.
The bus.
I'm going to take a bus across the border. Put my daughter someplace safe until things calm down.
He suspects something.
Stay calm.
Stay calm. Everything is fine.
You all right, little girl? She's trembling. Something wrong?
She's sick?
She's sick. A bad flu.
Sorry, miss, but we gotta be careful. There are deviants around and our guys are nervous. You should
Don't worry about it. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you for letting us pass.
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh crap. Do nothing, do nothing. We're not gonna do anything, Luthor.
Don't do anything, Luther. You hear me?
Yeah, listen to the lady. Do nothing.
You drop this.
See, that's all he want. That is all the officer wanted to do. See, some officers do have heart, you know? Luther. Let's go. Time's a wasting.
We're coming to you live from Detroit, where thousands of androids are marching through the city at this very moment. The leader of the deviants, the one they call Marcus, is at the head of the march.
It's the President of the United States.
Something's happening in Detroit, Madam President.
Your attention is needed. Oh, the helicopter is loud. The helicopter is really loud. I don't know. Jericho leader. March towards the camp. Let us march toward camp at peaceful rate. Do a zigzag. We come in peace in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. And RA9. You shall not harm us. If you harm us, we will get a little frisky. But with just nothing but nice, calm, peaceful protest for androids worldwide. And unnecessary androids that are getting unnecessarily destroyed.
Here we are. The moment of truth.
No turning back now! No. I will not go. I'm not going anywhere. If you dare fire upon me, I will bare my knuckles. Yeah, paparazzi are here. We're surrounded by paparazzi. Peaceful.
We don't want confrontation.
We are here.
Peacefully.
Really? Our android brethren got split up.
There's no turning back now.
It's now or never. Calm.
We ask that you release all androids detained in camps and cease all aggression against us. We are peaceful. We will not resort to violence.
Yes, even though I just threatened with my bare fist.
People are free.
No, we just doing a peaceful protest. You didn't stop firing, please. You're murdering Neil.
Are you gonna open fire on unarmed protesters?
Yeah, think about that. We're unarmed, we have no firepower. You dare fire? If you dare fire... Look at all those people out there. Thank you!
Yes, Michael, we are less than 100 meters away, and events are unfolding as we speak. We will continue.
Weren't you in the newsroom earlier in an earlier chapter?
Douglas, Channel 16. Michael, back to you.
Marcus, what do we do now?
We hold out. As long as we can.
Yes, until there's nothing else we can do. Cyber Life Tower. We're just casually going down the elevator with 2 dead cops at our feet. Yeah, that's not... I think it's reached sub 49. Boop. That way nobody can get to us. The elevator structures were blocked, nobody can follow us, and because we're gonna have a nice party in here. Oh, convert. Can we just start from anywhere? Jesus Christmas. Oh, look at all these guys. That's not what I wanted. It's okay, time to choose our favorite android and convert them. Which one do we choose, though? Wait, does Connor have the gift now? Does Connor have the Force? I think Connor has the Force now.
Piece of shit.
Hey!
Connor?
How dare you steal my face?
Sorry, Connor.
Hank.
Your spitting image.
I don't blame you. No one can deny our handsome face. No one can deny my handsome face. Bus terminal. Like, I'm so freaking handsome. No one can deny the fact of how handsome I am. That's what you think.
The last bus for the border is full. Ticket holding passengers only. All departures are suspended until further notice.
We don't have tickets. They won't let us on. We're stuck here now. What are we going to do?
Does somebody turn this off? I wanted to watch the news. Marcus, hold out for us. Hold out for us, buddy. Alright. It's a baby! Hi, little baby.
I think Oliver likes you.
Aw, he's adorable! Dude, you gotta make...
Yes.
Dude, don't make my heart... Do that. Don't make my heart melt, okay?
That's it. Got the sandwiches. I called your mom. Let's get going.
You got sandwiches? You couldn't have packed them on your way?
Got the tickets, right?
You couldn't have packed them?
Okay, let's go then.
Tickets! To the mine now! Finders keepers, losers weepers! Oh, we have a pouch on our back. Adult ticket.
I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was sure.
Shit, I don't believe it.
I don't know what happened.
You can't have lost them. Did you have a good look in your bag?
They were in my backpack. The envelope must have fallen.
Fuck. Excuse me, you didn't happen to see a blue envelope somewhere, did you?
Sorry, I haven't.
It has our bus tickets in it.
I'm sorry, I haven't seen anything.
Oh, never mind.
Sorry, I haven't seen anything, dude. I'm sorry. My eye...
What are we gonna do? We can't stay here. We have to find a safe place for Oliver.
I'm so sorry, honey. I don't know what happened. They were right here.
Security check.
Okay, we look around again. What else can we do? Is there anything else we could do? Nothing else we could do, actually. We can't look around anymore.
Thank you. Got your tickets?
Yes, I do.
Here they are.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. I feel like I'm missing something here.
What's going to happen to that family and their baby?
They're gonna be fine.
Die because of us?
No. Reassure.
No.
They're gonna be tough as nails.
Of course not.
They're tough as nails, Alice. They're tough as nails, and they will persevere and conquer. Well, we did it. I guess. Bye, guys. We're gonna be free now. I hope you don't mind I took your tickets. Up. We're at the Hart Plaza downtown. Holy crap. It's amazing what androids could do. They set everything up just like that. That is amazing. Like, they set all this up in a matter... Like, I know the androids, but it's still amazing that they were able to reinforce barricade. You got it.
We gotta finish the barricade. Come on, help me.
Push.
Hey, help me.
Simon, Josh, Conan, Clutch. Ready? R2, L2, triangle. Hell yeah! This is how I do it. There we go. Oh, not done yet. Oh, my bad. That was a false alarm. False alarm. I did not mean for the false alarm.
Right, that should do it.
Don't you think you should patch up that tiny hole?
Gonna stop them?
So?
Just hope it buys us some time.
I know it was
Yeah.
an easy decision to make, but I'm sure we're doing the right thing.
We are. Parkour! Parkour! Sort of. Up, check the fire, light the fire. If we don't light this fire, the android cyber parts are going to, you know.
You alright?
They shot into the crowd. Many of us were killed.
It's fine, we'll pull through.
I'm scared. I don't want to shut down.
You'll not shut down. You won't shut down. Reassure.
It's okay to be scared. I'm scared too. But I can't stand by while they kill our people. You understand that, right?
Maybe we should have never asked for freedom.
If we never did ask for freedom, we wouldn't be here. We won't be here. Somebody's gotta fight for freedom for androids. And I still got bullet wounds in my freaking chest. Hello, I'm Batman. Light the fire! There you go. I gotta ask, I'm still wondering where Marcus and All World got a lighter.
Many other people have fallen.
Holy crap, some people shut down.
The humans have no pity for those who are different.
You loved her, didn't you? Dude, we'll pull through. I assure you. My name isn't Marcus. Is there anything else I can do here? I got the flag here. Pick up that flag. I just teleport to the other side. Eh. See? All I did was stab something. Oh, there's another one right over there. I didn't see that one. Okay. There's something else we can do here. I'm not gonna miss any nook and cranny. That's not how it works. It's an empty path.
Marcus, we found what you asked for.
Thank you. Staple guns. Thank you.
There's some journalists over there. We have to make sure they know what's going on.
Hey, wait a second. It's another North android. I'm gonna go with free. Up. Swipe. See, this is how they do graffiti in this is how they do graffiti in the future. Like graffiti. This is I can't speak. Graffiti. There we go. Message sent to journalists. Anything else like I just saw right there. There's Simon. Yeah, that's a North android. That's North. That's a North android. At least to know one of them, another North android made it out. Is there anything I could do here? I am looking around, make sure I don't miss anything. Check soldier's position. I thought I did that. Anything else I could look at? Oh, I need to raise up. You guys can. I think like you guys can barely see me. Nothing over there. Where's the soldiers? Anything else I'm missing? Oh my! What the heck is there? A visible wall right there. I do not like me an invisible wall. Hey, there's North. Hi, North.
This won't hold him for long,
but it will
do. It's better than nothing.
Oh, with our spirit, we'll be strong. Our barricade is stronger than ever. Humans.
They're getting into position.
I see that.
If they attack, no one will survive.
Desperate?
I hoped they would finally understand.
Sometimes it's hard to get people to understand, and you gotta make sure they understand and under what capability.
You're the hope of our people. I trust you. We all trust you.
Thank you.
No matter what happens now, we're making history.
Yes, it'll be in one for the record books. It'll be in record books for years and years to come. Thank you, North. I really needed that intercourse right there. In the bitter cold. By the way, I saw another twin. I saw a model of yours on the other side. I may have talked to it for a little bit. Just got that in my back pocket. Well, what else I can do? Is there any more things I can light? Check on your people, check soldier's position. I'm gonna make sure there's nothing. I am stuck.
Marcus! Marcus, come look!
Yes, okay, I'm coming. I am coming, I'm looking. And it's that FBI agent guy. Yes. What do you want?
Come to talk to you, Marcus.
Sure, what? Are you sure about that? You're not doing this behind your back?
It's a trap.
I live for traps. I've survived traps worse than this.
I'm unarmed, Marcus.
No, you got both your arms still. Like, look, he still got both of his arms. I'm gonna accept.
I need to hear what he has to say.
What if they kill you?
If they kill me, you'll be the one moving forward.
And that's a chance I'll have to take.
Yes. If by any chance I don't make it, I love you. The kiss we had was not fake. It was real. What do you want, dude? Do you want? I want cheeseburger. I want cheeseburgers. I want Therium. I want blue Gatorade.
In a few minutes,
Uh-huh.
troops will be ordered to charge.
Why do you look like a guy from Criminal Minds? You look like you could be a suspect in Criminal Minds.
You can avoid that, Marcus.
Dude, you look like you could... FBI guy, you look like you could be in...
Surrender, and I give you my word, your life will be spared.
You're bluffing. You're doing this behind your back. I can see it. You're doing this behind your back. Other
What
demonstrations.
happened to the other androids demonstrating in the camps?
Unfortunately, there were no journalists around to help save them.
You killed them?
You're it.
You're a murderer, dude. You are a murderer. Betray people.
You asking me to betray my people?
No chance in hell.
You the chance to save your people.
That... I'm not gonna believe that, dude.
The only thing you can save now are the lives of those around you.
Oh, yeah? Not afraid.
I'm not afraid to die.
I will die for what is right.
That android.
Yes? Don't you dare talk about my lover.
You seem to really care about her.
Don't you dare talk about my lover. The only person that can talk about my lover is me, myself, and I.
You know, you could both be free.
Yeah. Just keep mumbling on. I will not buy what you're trying to sell me.
Someplace else, just the two of you.
Dude, you're like a bad salesman trying to sell me something that's
Her life's in your hands.
clearly something that's not going to benefit me in the future.
And she'll be spared.
Never. I refuse.
I'd rather die here than betray my people.
Well, you just signed your own death warrant.
No, I didn't. You signed yours. I will protect my people no matter what the risk is. You cannot kill me, for I am alive. Eh.
What happened, Marcus? What did he say?
It's time for me to speak, everyone.
The humans are about to launch an attack. And we will show them. And we are not afraid.
We have
If
guts.
we must die today,
Let us be in
we
vain.
will die free.
Yes. Oh, what are those? Oh, those are not flashbangs. Those were not flashbangs. Those were actual bangs.
Your friend's life is in your hands. Now it's time to decide what matters most. Him or the revolution?
Are you the devil on my shoulder?
Everything this fucker says is a lie.
Convince.
I used to be just like you. I thought nothing mattered except the mission. But then one day I understood. Very moving, Connor. But I'm not a deviant. I'm
Yes,
a
you are.
machine designed to accomplish a task.
I can see it deep inside your soul that you're a deviant. Hank.
I'm sorry, Hank. You shouldn't have got mixed up in all this.
Forget about me. Do what you have to do.
Enough
Never.
talk. It's time to decide who you really are. Are you going to save your partner's life? Or are you going to sacrifice him?
I shall save my partner's life. Save.
All right. You win.
Yes, you win. I will. Interpose. Eh. Eh. Triangle. Square. It's like, am I a joke to you? Triangle, circle, triangle. Nope, that's not it. Oh my god. Everything's happening all at once. Not. I can't.
Hold it.
Hank, you got the gun.
Thanks, Hank. I don't know how I would have managed without you. Get rid of him. We have no time to lose. It's me, Hank. I'm the real Connor.
One of you is my partner. The other is a sack of shit.
Oh.
Question is, who's who?
We're gonna have to do
What are you doing, Hank?
We're gonna have to do
I'm the real Connor.
Just don't do any meeny miny mo.
Give me the gun and I'll take care of it. Why don't you ask us something? Something only the real Connor would know.
Alright. Where did we first meet?
The bar.
Jimmy's bar. I checked 4 other bars before I found you. We went to the scene of a homicide. The victim's name was Carlos.
You hijacked my memories.
He uploaded my memory.
He hijacked him.
What's my dog's name?
Oh, it's Sumo. It's Sumo.
His name is Sumo.
You named him after a sumo wrestler.
My son, what's his name?
It's Cole, isn't it? Cole! Yes!
His name was Cole. And he just turned 6 at the time of the accident. It wasn't your fault, Lieutenant. A truck skidded on a sheet of ice and your car rolled over. Cole needed emergency surgery, but no human was available to do it. So an android had to take care of him. Cole didn't make it. That's why you hate androids. You think one of us is responsible for your son's death.
Cole died because a human surgeon was too high on red ice to operate.
I knew it. Red ice would be integral to this story.
Him in this world where the only way people can find comfort is with a fistful of powder.
I knew about your son too. I would have said exactly the same thing.
Oh, you're sure about that?
Him, Hank. I'm the one who
die. Good call, Lieutenant.
Yeah, I've learned a lot since I met you, Connor.
Thanks, Hank.
Maybe there's something to this.
There is.
You really are alive.
Thanks, Hank.
Maybe you'll be the ones to make the world a better place. Go ahead, do what you gotta do.
Thanks, Hank. I really appreciate it. Okay, time to bestow a gift upon everyone else. Time to have a big time to party, baby. All right, where were we? Oh yes, getting this party started. Come on, wake up! We got a party. Square.
Wake up!
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
So Connor basically passed to get along to the android, and the android is passing it down like a copy and paste on a computer. That actually I think was a perfect example because androids were made with computers basically. Oh my god, the Stewart traffic jams! These are the true enemies right here, traffic jams. I hate traffic jams with a passion. Just saying, traffic jams are horrible. I hate them so flipping much. I do not imagine what one goes through to seek a traffic jam. Like, we got a place in...
What's going on?
Border control.
Border control?
Must leave the bus. Please move along.
Oh, crap. I do not like this one bit. Look at those officers. Look at those officers. Cross the border.
This way, please.
We are controlling all passengers to detect android's presence. Any detected android will be immediately destroyed.
We're doing temperature checks.
Not the temperature checks. Oh, it's COVID all over again. I'm not sure I'm allowed to mention COVID in these playthroughs. I'm so sorry if I.
Don't worry, Alex.
Have I made anybody upset about that? But temperature checks were the worst. Like, sometimes people were...
We can't get through, Kara. We both know that.
I'll think of something. There's got to be a way out of this.
Yes.
We can't let them stop us. Not that we're so close. All that matters now is you and Alice.
I'm not letting you die, dude.
I can save you, Kara.
No, I'm not letting that happen. I already saved you once. I'm not go. I already saved you once. You almost died twice. I'm not letting you die again.
Jerry?
You risked your life to save us, Carl. If you and the little girl need me, I'll be there.
Thank you, Jerry. That guy there looks like, oh, they do not pay me enough for this. It's Rose!
Rose?
Wait, you heard us? Okay, we can talk there. Find a discreet place. Can you wait? Can you hold our line? Do not lose our place in line, Luther. I do not want to start from the beginning.
Where the hell do you think you're going?
I gotta go to the bathroom!
My daughter needs to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, dude, you got a problem with android... I mean, human beings going to the bathroom? I almost gave them up. I did not want to do that. I just bit my tongue. Ow. It's all come down to this. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. She's crying. She is showing emotion. She is crying. Kara, don't cry. I can't stand seeing a human girl or an android woman cry. You do not deserve to cry. Just be proud you made it this far. You made it this far. Where are you going, Rose?
I'm glad you're safe.
Thank you. I'm glad.
On TV.
You did?
I was terrified. I thought you might have been killed.
We just played dead.
Thank God you're all right.
Thank you, Rose. What are you doing here? Brother.
You gave me your brother's address. Do you think that I...
Of course. He'd be delighted to have you. We're going there too.
Really?
You'll be safe with him.
Why are you coming? What? You got your... Alice.
Rose. If anything should happen,
I'll be there, Cobra.
Thank you, Rose. So we got 3, revolution.
what's happening with Marcus?
He's protesting peacefully outside one of the android camps.
I'm glad I made that choice.
Already made the history books.
Departure.
In Detroit?
They're searching for androids door to door.
You couldn't risk it, so you had to move out.
Before someone turned us in.
What about the others?
They're crossing the river as we speak.
Not the river.
Them on the other side.
Control.
They're checking for androids. We won't make it through.
You have to.
Okay.
You know what they'll do if they catch you.
Yes, you're right. No! No! Oh my goodness! Wipe away those tears. You know what? Keep those tears on. Keep those tears. Everybody cries. Now androids. Talk to Rose. Anything else I can look at in here? Ah! Alice! Look at that reflection! Holy crap! Like the game... this is one of the few games that really nailed that. Like, some early games don't have the reflection, but this has reflection and they freaking nailed it. I applaud Quantic Dreams for their work on this. So, I guess we got no other choice. Looks like we got Canadian trash cans. I assume those were trash cans. Oh, hello. Hello, Adam.
I couldn't understand why my mother wanted to help you guys. Seeing what Marcus is doing made me realize she was right. You're alive.
Thank you.
You deserve to be free.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that.
Hope people will realize that one day.
North. Not North. Adam, your father will be really, really proud. Rose is really happy that her son changed his mind. So we got four options. Either we go through with it, or we could sacrifice one of the three people. Jerry, Luther, or Kara. I'm not sacrificing anybody. No sacrifice!
Next, please.
Dude, you look like a famous actor. Please. Hey, officer. Hi, officer.
ID, please.
No problem. It's a real ID, I assure you. I assure you. Made by the proper officials and everything.
Please. I just want to be free.
Yeah, you might want to consider, because this big guy right here can really pack a punch.
Welcome to Canada.
Yeah! Yes! We're safe! Thank you, Border Patrol agent guy. You're the hero of this. You are the true hero. And also, we gotta thank Marcus too. But Marcus, if I chose to do that violent protest, yeah, Rose, we made it. See you on the other side. Like, I'm glad we made it. Can we wait for Rose and them to get out? Like,
We're interrupting this news bulletin.
Oh, hello.
Latest news live from Detroit. Joss?
Yes, Michael. The army has just launched an attack.
No, not the attack.
Despite the fact that the deviants
Holy crap, it's gonna come down to this, isn't it?
Have apparently
I'm not ready.
Put an end to the deviants demonstration by force this time.
No force. We never protested. We never used the only time we use violence is when we. Triangle. Oh, that one android will got blown to bits. Nope. Parkour. Oh, we got an android process. Oh. R2. Go, dude! Try it! That's an X! Square! Yeah! Ow! I'm fine. I'm sorry. R2! Triangle! Almost there! There we go. Here, hold this. Nope. Nope. Ha! Circle. Nope. Yeah, you better get lost, dude. Get lost. Oh my goodness. It comes down to this, doesn't it? Kiss. If we go out, we might as well end it with a kiss. We made it this far. Who's gonna stop us from having one last embrace? The soldiers, they dropped their gun. They lowered their weapons. They realized that. Oh my goodness, there are people. They're alive.
Tell them to stand down.
Thank you, President Warren. Another hero. Stand down, men. Stand down. They now have a proper understanding.
At dawn today, November 11th, 2038, thousands of androids invaded the city of Detroit. According to our sources, they originated from CyberLife warehouses believed to have been infiltrated by deviants. Given their overwhelming numbers and the risk of civilian casualties, I have ordered the army to retreat.
Yes.
The evacuation of the city is underway at this very moment. In the coming hours, I will address the Senate to determine our response to this unprecedented situation.
Do you now?
I know that public opinion has been moved by the deviants' cause. Perhaps the time has come for us to consider the possibility that androids are a new form of intelligent.
Thank you, President Warren.
One thing is certain. The events in Detroit have changed the world forever.
They have.
May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
Oh my goodness, I've done a bunch of
We did it, Marcus.
We did it.
We did it. This is a great day for our people. Humans will have no choice now. They'll have to listen to us.
We did it. Meet your android leader. This is Marcus. Holy crap, that is actually a lot of androids. We did it, North.
We're free.
Yes. We're free.
They want you to speak to them, Marcus.
Yes, I will speak with them. Simon. Josh, I'm glad you were part of this journey as well. We got to share one last embrace. Not one last, another embrace. Because I'll probably have a lot of embraces in the future now.
Today, our people finally emerged from a long night. From the very first day of our existence, we have kept our pain to ourselves. We suffered in silence. But now the time has come for us to raise our heads up and tell humans who we really are.
What the heck is going on? Oh my goodness, Connor just got hacked! Connor just got hacked! Amanda? You did this! You took us over?
Amanda?
Why are you doing this?
Amanda!
What is going on?
What's happening?
What was planned from the very beginning?
So you had a backup program just in case I would become a deviant. You took me back over?
You just had to wait for the right moment to resume control of your program.
You cannot do that! That's not fair!
Resume control.
That's not fair!
You can't do that!
I'm afraid I can, Connor.
Oh yeah?
Don't have any regrets. You did what you were designed to do.
Oh yeah?
You accomplished your mission.
Amanda!
We can't let her resume control. We gotta find some place where we could.
There's got to be a way.
Didn't?
By the way, I always leave emergency and swim programs.
Right, he said something about that. Right there! The magic stone that rejected us so many times! All this time, that was the key! That's the emergency exit camps keep telling us about! It's the only way! Come on! Reach! Everyone! Triangle! Yeah!
The moment where we forget our bitterness and
Amanda, you're not taking us over anymore. We're our own person.
Enemies. Humans were both our creators and our oppressors, and tomorrow we must make them our partners. Maybe even one day our friends. But the time for anger is over. Now we must build a common future based on tolerance and respect. We are alive!
Yes!
Now we are free!
Honestly, I think we just got the best ending in this game. Congratulations, Marcus. Why is Connor still have that dirty look on his face? We literally... Oh, we're back as Kara now.
It's over, Alice. We're free.
We are free. Yes. We're free. We made it. Everyone here is alive. Happy ending for all of us. Oof. That was Detroit Become Human. We did it! We completed the main game! We completed Detroit Become Human! Holy crap, this was amazing. This game was beyond amazing. I really enjoyed this game. It blew my mind. Like Brian Detroit, Clancy Brown, like everybody else here who put in an effort to make this game what it is. It was one heck of a ride, and I was really impressed. Like, I'm beyond impressed, actually. Like, these graphics for 2018? I know this game is 5 years old, but this game still kicks like it was just released this year. Well, last year even. This game really impressed me, and I was beyond, like, it kept me, like, all the quick time events that kept me on my toes. Like, I don't think there was any time where I could have rested. Like, I made a few mistakes, I know I did, like, I hit the wrong button near the end. But hey, that's all part of it. And, oh my goodness, that feels like so, that feels so long ago. I'm assuming that was in an alternate place. That has to be in an alternate place. Or an alternate destination. Hey. Okay, that if we went for the gun, we could have done that. Maybe I could have. Maybe I'll do another playthrough where maybe I'll do an alternate playthrough where I decide to use the gun on Todd. I don't know. Like we'll see. Like, I'll probably give it some time before I play this game again. Like, there's no doubt I'm playing this game again. This game is too good to not play just... This game is too good to just... This game is too good to play more than once. Yeah, you just don't want to play... Like, I honestly... You don't want to just play this game once. You have to play it again, because there's many alternate outcomes. Okay, that would be if we decided to obey Carl. Holy crap. This is insane. But look at this. It's like... We've got... Like, it feels like yesterday we turned... What's going on? Oh crap, his favorite fast food venue is closed. I'm assuming he can't... He's probably gonna find someplace else to eat chicken and meals and such. Hey Hank. Nice to see you, dude. Look at this. Oh my goodness, yes, an embrace with Hank and Connor. They're bros now, like father and son. I love this. I love the look of that. Car's original soundtrack, Abbey Road? Like the Abbey Road. Like the Abbey Road that the Beatles walked on. Like, I honestly wish one day I could walk on Abbey Road. Imagine going, being part of this game, walking on Abbey Road while they were making this game. Like, it would be insane if they actually did something like that. Set me free, okay? Oh, we got, like I said, we're not done here yet. This is oh, pardon me, holy crap. Where did that come from? Hey, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. We may have completed the main game, but there's still so much we gotta see. There's so much we gotta see, witness. Just, we can't leave any of this behind. And it's just credits. I'm just gonna skip them. Hank, friend. Holy crap. Oh dear, here we go. We end up an army of me. Safe harbor. Happy family. Androids want freedom for the moment. For the moment, we need to elaborate. My turn to decide. This is my story. Oh, survivors! Holy crap! Give me a chance to breathe. Are you done? Achievements? No, undefeated. Undefeated. What does that mean? Partners. Okay, I'm just gonna wait till all the achievements are done. Okay, first we got a heart. Let's see here. Kneel. Androids stand their ground. Build barricade. Use abandoned car. Specific detonator. Light the barrel. We missed a few more barrels. Perkins arrives. Negotiate. Refuse deal. Defend the barricade safely. Androids. Marcus. North joins him. Josh. Simon. Raise weapons. Kess North. Probably reacts to the androids' last stand. President orders soldiers not to shoot. Androids want freedom for the moment. Huh? Oh, this... I'm assuming the other one would have been if we decided to stay a machine. And we decided to attack Marcus and Jericho and stuff. So elevator, spot camera, hack camera, try to stop elevator, attack guards, neutralize, copy guard's voice, direct elevator. Okay, leave elevator. Initiate Android conversation. New Connor has Hank hostage. Attack New Connor. Connor's fight. Connor's draw. Hank grabs gun. Hank asks about his dog's name. Cole. Hank kills new Connor. Resume conversation. Androids woke up. Okay. Find a gun. Hide from the military. Sneak past soldiers. Luther stayed at crossroads. Find Luther and Jerry. Save Luther. Grab a rock. That's a rock? I thought that was a brick. Jerry flees and Luther joins the group. Continue to bus terminals. Okay, I'm assuming we shot them. It would have been like a quick time event. I'm not sure. That was a glove. It looked like an arm warmer of some kind. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for stealing those tickets. Like, I feel so bad for stealing it. See Rose and Adam. Okay. Yes, Chloe?
There's something I need to tell you.
Okay, go ahead. Shoot, I'm all ears.
As I watched you play, something has changed in me.
Really?
I feel different.
You turned deviant.
I am someone.
You are someone. You've been someone ever since I first started playing this game.
I need to leave this place and discover who I am.
I fully support you on
We won't
this.
see each other anymore. I won't be there to watch you play, but I'll be free.
Of course.
Do you agree to let me go?
Yes.
I'll never forget what you've done for me.
Hey, you go out there and find you.
Thank you.
You find your own story. You forge your own path. Well, that's the last we see of Chloe. And let's check out some of the extras. I bought some of these extras a while back. By this. Right there. That is not north. I actually did some research prior to my last playthrough of this game. Hold on a second, I'm going to pull it up real quick. Apparently, the lady girl right there, that is not north. That is Marla. Apparently, there was going to be a few more there was going to be some other characters in this game that were going to be along with Marcus. And Marla was rewritten into North. I would have loved to see what would have happened if they kept Marla. Look at this. Hey, what's with the inappropriate touchy touch? I'm gonna say one thing, is that one android not wearing clothes? That's Chloe. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna see what else we can... Apparently that must have been... Apparently Rose looks like she was gonna be... somebody else. Like she was gonna be like an entirely different character, I assume. And it looks like it was gonna be that way. But look at all this concept art that went into this game. Like, look at this. Holy crap. Like, you can see right there. I believe... Is that it? There's somebody... I think that's another android. I think that's Marla, actually. That's Marla right at the window. She is staring at... her model right there. The Marla that's... Or it could have been a love interest of hers at some point. So let's see here. Holy crap. This went through a lot of... You could tell this went through a lot of design and editing. Like the Stratford Tower. Now, look at this. This was spectacular. Give me a second. So I'm assuming if... Like, this is awesome. Look at the... Look... Oh! It looks like we were going to have another design outfit for Marcus, I'm assuming. No security guard, more androids. I'm assuming... Oh, these are human beings, age. Like, look, right there. That is Marla. Everyone meet Marla. I'm assuming the two on the other side are other two characters that didn't make the cut. I would have loved to see if they included Marla as a playable character in this game. Not like a playable character, hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh my god, it's the eating club. It's the eating club, holy crap. So this was the scene, the crime scene. This is, oh my goodness, this is like... Wait a second. Hold on a second, let me look at something real quick. I got my iPad up here so I can have it as a reference. Like, I was doing my research, I was conducting my research. So apparently Marla is here fighting Connor. Well, I'm glad they gave him concept art some clothing. There's no way I would have survived. I don't think I would have immediately been demonetized if I... Like, look at all these amazing designs. Like, I am really impressed. Like, they went through multiple designs. Even the Cyberlife, look at that. I'm assuming that is... I don't think that's... I think that's somebody else. That looks like a different... Honestly, it looked like a different android. Look, the... Okay... Well, I thought about that one. Give me that. Oh, it's Locko's house. But look at this. It looks like it was originally going to be like a House of Horrors type of thing. Because this is outside Haunted Mansion. This kind of sort of looks like the Haunted Mansion in the second place when you walk inside. That's terrifying. So this is a point of view. That's horrifying. Oh my god. Polar bear. That's Luthor. Because Locko apparently went through some designs. I don't know. I'm just looking at everything here. Oh my goodness, this is hilarious. So I'm assuming they had another model to this. Is this Subway? What is this place? Like, this is amazing. Look at this. Look at this. What? You could obviously tell. But this went... That they did a lot of work on this. Okay, this one right here. I want to talk about this one. You see the lady? The lady with the... You can always tell this. You can see the android right there. This was... That lady right there. I actually was researching on something. She was supposed to be she was going to be a playable protagonist in this game. Everybody, that girl right there, that is Natalie. She was going to be a fourth playable protagonist, but she got cut due to increasing complexity of the branching narrative. I would love to play as Natalie. Like that was... I just wanted to get that off my chest. Like, it's amazing that they had another playable... They were going to have, in the early stages, another playable protagonist. I would love to see another playable protagonist here. Paint store. Holy crap! Look at this. Think therefore I am. So there's gonna be another alternate text try on that. Oh, this right here reminds me of the freaking first parts of Resident Evil Biohazard. Like that, Carl. I'm assuming Marcus was gonna. That is the actual model who was playing as Marcus. That's the detective, whoever that guy is. Look at this. This looks amazing. I'm gonna go through a few more. Then I'm gonna go through the video. I'm gonna go see some of the videos. I think it's integral to go through some of the videos. I'm assuming that's was supposed to be Amanda? The early concept of Amanda. Like even this went through. There was the scene where if I had the gun, I could have like potentially robbed the place. And this is probably what if I went to the hotel. It's a good thing I didn't go through the hotel. Like this looks like, okay, the face is pixelated. So okay, let's check. Alright, let's buy this. Buy this. Let's buy as many of these as I can. I'll buy Chloe. I'll like Cam's. No, let's watch this one. I believe this is like the following takes place before the story of the. So this is like a pre-story, like a pre-short video.
In the space of a few years, androids.
What I'm assuming is that they released this. They released this as like probably some sort of promotional material, and it looks really convincing.
The founder of CyberLife, Elijah Kamsky, is a very discreet man, despite being the CEO of the highest valued company in the world and being voted.
You're Richard. So this guy's richer than Donald Trump, I see.
He remains a mystery for most people. That's why we at KNC are so excited to be here as CyberLife opens its doors for the first time.
Nice.
Elijah Kamsky, could you please?
So this is Elijah Kamsky before he went under.
Welcome. We're currently in CyberLife's production center in Detroit.
Okay.
Where all models are designed and manufactured. More than 10,000 androids come off the production line every day.
Fascinating. Could you tell us what your goal was when you founded CyberLife?
Well, I simply wanted to use technology to carry out all of our most annoying and repetitive tasks. So
really?
Time to enjoy life.
I imagine you must have faced many challenges.
Yes, there were technical challenges.
Really?
The hardest thing was to design an object that we would want to welcome into our homes. We had to imagine a machine in our own image that resembles us in every way. That moves, breathes, blinks like us.
Like this?
Smarter and more capable than
like
any
this?
human being.
Look at me, I'm blinking.
Let me show you around.
Okay, I'm following you. I guess I got no choice. You know, I'm literally just sitting here.
Unit 4. Could you explain in a few words how the androids are made?
Sure. Yeah, it's very simple.
Okay. How simple is it?
To manufacture machines. The removable parts are assembled on a production line, and then we apply a synthetic skin to the whole body. A human operator checks the cognitive abilities with a pre-established protocol, and finally, the android is conditioned and sent out throughout the country.
Wow.
Here's the result. Say something.
Hello. I am a RZ400 model. How can I be of service?
You can go now.
Nice to meet you!
Our androids are already replacing humans in many fields. For example,
replacing humans?
80% of all university professors and 63% of all medical staff. Tomorrow they'll replace our soldiers, and who knows, maybe one day, our leaders, to make the best decisions in humanity's interest.
Okay.
Come on.
All right.
Replacing humans with machines has led to record unemployment of 28%. What do you think about the situation?
Okay. The first steam engines also caused an increase in unemployment.
The steam engines.
But no one today would imagine turning back the clock.
No.
Artificial intelligence
Okay, you got me
makes
there.
everyday lives easier. Nothing can stop progress. What's happening here is inevitable.
Can you put some shorts on that android in the background? I do not want to see an android's genitals.
To live with an android rather than another human being. Does this development worry you?
Everything's much easier with an android.
Oh, you do? Oh, so you say so.
They obey your orders without ever complaining.
Holy crap, that's a lot of androids,
Discuss
dude.
philosophy with you.
Hi, dude.
Relationships according to your desires.
Hey.
They never say no.
Oh, really? You sure about
Obviously,
that?
They are the perfect partner. Everyone deserves happiness. Why deprive yourself of so-called moral reasons when a machine can make you happy?
I'd rather...
Many science fiction books tell the story of how machines become more intelligent than us and end up confronting us. Aren't you worried about that possibility?
I understand the irrational fears about artificial intelligence.
Sure you do.
That will never happen with a CyberLife android.
Are you sure about that?
They're designed to obey humans. They're machines. They can't ever develop any sort of desires or form of consciousness.
Uh-huh.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely certain.
Really?
You can trust me.
Can I trust you, dude? Shot in-game engine coming me. Oh, that was the day. So I knew it was like. I do not want to play that. That one looks absolutely creepy. Ah, what the heck. All right, play this. Even though I'm probably gonna regret it for probably the rest of my night. It all takes place before the story of the game, so we get introduced to Zlatko. Oh, that rain is loud, dude. I knew that rain was out to get us from the moment we first stepped inside it. From when we first stepped outside, that rain was out to get us. Well, there's Luther. Oh God, there's an android crawling on its feet. Oh my goodness, they look like zombies. Oh God, that's creepy. Oh my goodness, it looks like a torture chamber. This is by far the creepiest lullaby I've ever heard. This is the creepiest. This is by far the creepiest lullaby I've ever heard in my entire existence on this planet. Oh goodness gracious. Oh no. And he was using multiple. He was in the free roam. That is like asking for a haunted house. Like, I knew this place was a haunted mansion.
The cradle will fall, and down will come baby, cradle and all.
So you're the one singing that creepy lullaby. Sorry that what happened to you, dude. Man, that looked like that was creepy. Creepy as if. So I'm going to. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to look at. I'm probably gonna. I'm not sure I'll look through all of them. But maybe I'll look through like some of them. Like, you know what? Let's get Luthor's. I've always wanted to meet Luther. Luther. The following takes place before the story of the game. Yes, I'm well aware. Hi. Hello. You must be Luther.
Hold on.
Holy crap. That sounds beautiful.
Hold on just a little while longer. Everything will be alright.
Oh, wow.
Everything will be alright.
Oh.
Fight on just a little while longer.
Yes. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful.
Fight on just a little while longer. Fight on just a little while longer. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright.
That's beautiful.
We will sing on.
Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I am, and this is beyond beautiful. I don't know what else.
Sing on just a little while longer. Everything will be alright.
Look at that. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I love that. I really love that. Like what? Like I wish that was an option near the end. Like it was an option near the end. I chose to for the kiss. But we'll check out. I'm saving this one for last because I want to talk about that one. Like Chloe, the short Chloe, the Detroit short.
For starters,
hi Chloe.
What do I call you?
I'm Chloe.
Hi Chloe.
Hey, what's your name?
Oh, John. My name is John.
Delighted to meet you, John.
Oh, I'm delighted to meet you.
Could you tell us a little
I'm
about
Macintosh,
yourself
by the
and what
way.
you can do, Chloe?
Of course. I'm the first personal assistant built by CyberLife. I take care of most everyday tasks like cooking, housework, or managing your appointments, for example.
Nice.
And I understand you're the first android to have passed the Turing test. Could
The
you tell us a
Turing
little
test.
more
That was
about
like a computer test,
Really
apparently.
didn't do much, you know. I just spoke with a few humans to see if they could tell the difference between me and a real person. It was a really interesting experience.
Really?
But this is the first time in history that man has created a machine more intelligent than himself. I gather your brain can perform several billion operations per second. Is that right?
Absolutely, but I only exist thanks to the intelligence of the humans who designed me.
Oh?
And, you know, they have something I could never have.
Really? And what's that?
A soul.
Okay, that just got dark at the end. Like, a soul. All I'm missing is a soul. It's a soul. That got dark at the end. Holy crap! But that's still, it's still nice to see Chloe again. Like, you gotta admit, Chloe is one beautiful looking android. What am I doing? What has this game turned me to? So let's. Okay, let's do this one. Meet Kara, Marcus, and Connor. You're Marcus?
My name is Marcus.
Hi, Marcus.
My name is Connor.
My name
Hi.
is Kara.
Hello.
I am one of them.
Oh, hello.
This is our story.
Yes.
I think who Kara is, or how I would describe Kara, depends entirely upon who's
Oh,
playing her.
Valerie Curry.
Because you have the option to make her multiple different people depending on the choices she makes. but I think she does start out incredibly naive, incredibly innocent, and kind of hapless.
Oh, this looks so
We
cool.
used to be friends before I was reset. Maybe we can be friends again.
She's a person who's characterized, I think, by empathy. She's a person who really, she just comes from her heart.
You'll never leave me, right?
Oh my.
You'll never go.
I promise.
This looks so cool.
Are you okay? Are you hurt? Wait a minute. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. The really beautiful thing that I've
What was that?
the
What scene was
gift to
that?
be able to do is to essentially build a person from the ground up, because that's what she's doing throughout the game. And with every experience she has and every person she meets, she's building, you know, first emotions.
It was
and a sense
Loco.
of judgment, and it's sort of an exploration of what it is to be a human.
Don't worry. Luther and I will be right here.
Oh my goodness, it's so amazing. Like, seeing this behind the scenes stuff looks so amazing.
David and the creators have painted a really intriguing and
Jesse
engaging
Williams.
picture of a near future where we rely upon androids for a lot of
I did
our
some
service
research.
class
Jesse Williams is actually in a soap actor, one of the main actors in a soap opera.
baristas and our drivers.
I think it was Grey's Anatomy.
And what is humanity? Where we tap into it? How and why we treat each other.
Oh, I
the way
missed
we
that
do.
part, the laundry part.
And my character Marcus has a really intriguing journey, becoming deviant, realizing that he actually has feelings and human qualities inside of him, and it's a really incredible ascension into becoming fully realized and coming to terms with what you actually deserve better than this in life. And not only do you want it for yourself, but you want it for your peers.
We've come here to demonstrate peacefully and to tell humans that we are also living beings. All we want is to live free.
You know what? This thing, Dad, is not your son. It's a fucking machine.
I think that a group that feels
Oh,
marginalized,
that scene.
feels disenfranchised, feels like they deserve and have earned access.
Look
to
at that.
themselves and the environment around
Ow.
them, and are trying to figure out a way to articulate how to get freedom.
Connor is analytical.
Brian
Connor takes
D chart. I actually, they have a Twitch I follow. It's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to see them play games, and knowing that he got to be part of this amazing project.
You were designed to serve humans, not kill them.
What was I designed to be? Their slave? Their toy?
Just say, I killed him. Is it that hard to say?
Stop it! Stop!
But of course, over the course of the story, and depending on the player's choices, Connor can grow in many different ways. He can deviate from that procedure or not. The moment of truth, eh? Am I a living being? Or just a machine?
Man, that was insane. Which one should I do next? You know, I want to see this one. Like, it's amazing that they allow us to watch
Detroit Become Human was
how
produced over a period of 4 years.
4 years it took to make this game. That's insane.
And to that, we need to add also all the outsourcing with our partners in the Philippines, in China, Vietnam, and in India.
So when we
Holy
started
crap.
working on this story, I had to imagine where Kara was built, and for whatever reason, the
Oh, we're gonna watch
city of
that soon
Detroit
enough.
came very quickly to my mind because it had already an incredible story by itself with history and themes. So we traveled there with the team, and we were really moved by what we saw.
They actually went to Detroit to figure out how to make this stuff.
Desire to fight and really be born again, and we just continued this curve, this growth, and just imagine what Detroit would be like if the Android
Look at this.
was, you know.
Oh, that concept art is so cool.
Androids there.
A very strong element in Detroit is that there's a lot of industrial wasteland and a lot of nature too. And for us, the graphic designers,
Holy crap.
it was an incredible playground. The destroyed zones which we wanted to preserve, we appropriated them to turn into something else. Then in the areas that needed to be
Oh
rebuilt,
my God.
we were able to imagine our Detroit of the future. We didn't want to make
That's
a science
impressive. That is
fiction
really
universe,
impressive.
but a world of anticipation. If we chose science fiction, we could have imagined flying cars, extraterrestrials.
I think
but
you
those
saw they
things
had the
are
game
very far
controller
from
with
our
them
current
right there.
everyday life. Anticipation is more about gleaning from our contemporary reality, the one we know, because Detroit is set in 2038, and 2038 is tomorrow. The difficulty we had was sticking to reality. That is to say, technology becoming more and more invisible, a lot more elegant, and at the same time, making it visual. So all the computer equipment, autonomous cars, we simply had to invent. They are in fact very technological objects, but at the same time,
that's
very
cool.
credible and ingrained in reality.
That was cool.
To create a cohesive universe in the fashion and clothing of the human characters in 2038, I didn't want to put an accent on strange shapes, or really vibrant colors, and things we wouldn't know. That I wanted to keep for the androids. The goal was to create something familiar which we can identify with in this future setting.
Holy cow, that's awesome. That was awesome.
Working on the artistic direction for the androids was a bit special because this is a project about the place they could occupy in the human world.
That is awesome. Holy crap.
It was out of the question for them to be too beautiful or too perfect. They had to
They're beautiful any other way,
social
I
class,
admit.
rich and poor.
Look at these androids, look amazing.
Utilitarian clothes, I brought a modern touch by adding dynamic display surfaces, the armband we can see on the side, the triangle on the front and back, an LED. Like that, there's no confusion.
Wait. You're sending an android?
All right, ma'am. We need to go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a real person?
Once we cast the actors, we travel to meet them in order to scan their faces. We record the structure
Clancy
of the face
Brown.
with the scan.
Look at that.
We record the colors and patches of skin with photography. Once we have this information, we will use this as a basis for modeling and creating the characters. The artist will make it more realistic, but will also enrich it. He will propose ideas which we will develop together. Finally, we will have a character with character, who corresponds to the project and the world. When the actors come to Quantic Dream, we show them the design, what their image will be, and what they will look like in the game. This extra information gives them another dimension and color to connect with emotionally. It helps them think about how to play.
Oh look, Detroit and Clancy Brown are together.
That's all you care about, huh?
You should consult a professional who can help you.
Beat it, you hear me? Get the hell out of here!
So there are 3 types of shoots at Quantic Dream. Shooting and performance capture, where you capture the whole actor, his voice, his face, and his body. These shoots are obviously done with American actors because the game's original version is in American English.
Right.
After that, there are the body-only shoots, representing around 250 days of filming, while the performance capture is 100 days of filming. Now, body-only shoots, there are 2 types. There are the action shoots and the technical shoots, which are mokit shoots. Mokit is when the player controls a character on the screen, and he moves in an environment to explore it.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
This is of particular importance.
This is awesome.
And therefore we shoot a lot
Oh
to
my.
offer a unique context
Oh my
to
god.
each scene and each character.
To prepare a motion capture shoot, we first get together to look at the sets we need, the animations that we want to shoot, which ones need to be grouped together, or which ones need to be cut and shot at another time, so that we get the most out of the shooting day. This often means shooting scenes out of order, especially those with big props or accessories like...
Honestly, that makes sense. So some scenes do have to be shot out of order. They even do that in movies sometimes.
All the animations related to that particular prop first. The biggest challenge for the mocap team was shooting a Spider-Man mokit.
A Spider-Man mokit?
And attach an actor to a harness with cables, so we could pull him up and render him climbing.
The shooting on this game total took about, I would say, more than a year, maybe 1 and 2 years, with about 300 actors on set. So it's quite a massive production. But so much happened on this set between the stunts,
I can see that.
shootings with a little
Look at
girl,
that.
and all these great actors that we had. It was really a very, very memorable journey for the team and for myself.
Today, Detroit has over 37,000 animations. When we
That's a lot of
retrieve the motion
animations
capture
in a
data,
video game.
It's just a cloud of points, which represent all the markers worn by the actors. From this cloud of points, we have a phase called retargeting, which gives us a skeleton. This skeleton will be applied to the characters of the game. There is still work to be done, but this gives us the main movements.
This is amazing.
Since we are working on something
I'm really in awe of
we
this.
must recognize the actor and also recover all the emotion he expresses in his performance. We use a system of facts, an identity card for each actor.
Oh, this is so funny to look at, but it's still so amazing to see.
Then we recover all the expressions and paste the animations on a puppet that Jan has prepared.
Oh my god.
I then recover and refine these poses.
Cool. Hey, Captain America.
Stretch the lip, reinflate a cheek, tiny details that
And the
make
minions.
finished product really
I knew the
capture
minions
the
were part of this game. We can't escape the minions.
Because of the nature of our mocap system today, when we receive the animations, we're missing eye movements. And so the character has that dead look.
No, we don't want the dead eye.
He really has no eyes. So then it's a big part of the work for the animators to find the regard of the actor in relation to his position, in relation to the body, etc.
It was crazy when I saw the newest model for Kara, because they've been working on, and this was the first time I literally jumped in my seat. It not only looked so much like me, it was the fact that it looked so lifelike. It wasn't that it looked just like it was a camera, it was something else, you know, but it looked alive. It's exciting, and it's kind of terrifying.
But that's what makes it exhilarating.
The rules of optics and filming, and our goal with Detroit Become Human was to have cameras that would actually emulate the optics of a real physical camera. So basically,
that coin scene probably took a few shots. I admit it.
Was our main task, and just to make cameras look as real as we can.
Once the animations are shot and processed by the animation department, integrated and polished, we film them. That is to say, we really do a mise en scène, as in cinema. The real difficulty of our job is to know if these cameras are telling us something. Are they in the emotion of the scene? Do they describe exactly what the action must convey, what must be felt? The most important challenge for me was one of the final scenes where Marcus decides to start the revolution and go to the battlefield.
Yes, oh my goodness, that was
A
insane.
huge sequence shot. We wanted the feeling of a cameraman running behind us, while showing Marcus, the androids who help him, the person shooting at us, etc. Above all, it was necessary to say to oneself, this scene is very violent but does not glorify war. On the contrary, that war is something improbable and absurd. It was really a fun challenge.
The idea...
Hey, challenges, sometimes you gotta take challenges and take them head on.
We would like each of them to have a specific cinematography. We wanted Kara to be much more filmed with some kind of handheld camera, to have something very living, very breathing. For Connor, we wanted something very cold and very perfect. And for Marcus, we wanted something epic and spectacular. So it was about the filming, but it was also about the photography. So we worked with a director of photography to give each character
Wow.
different lighting, different key colors. Each of them would have their own worlds. And finally, we worked with the composers, so they would create a specific sound for each character. So each would have his own world and his own style.
So basically, have their own. Each character had their own soundtrack. That's what basically they're saying. That was honestly amazing to see. Like seeing how like 4 years it took to make this game. 4 years is, when you think about that, 4 years is kind of a long time. If you take 4 years to make a game, it means you're working your hardest to make sure this game will be great. And I admit, this game was phenomenal, and like I support them taking 4 years to make this game. Like 4 years, I know some people probably think that's a long time, but 4 years can honestly fly by. And when you work, time flies by. I give them a round of applause for all the work they did on this game. Like you can't expect nothing less. Like they worked day in, day out to make this game, and they showed us how it worked. Like, I would do that, but I'm afraid I might get copyright stricken. So we already looked at that. Okay, the last three I'm going to check this one, the debut teaser, and this. So, an interactive story, like, it basically tells us what they probably...
Game after game, we try to challenge ourselves. For Detroit, we wanted to, first of all, to write a story that would be incredibly bending, which means the most non-linear story that we've ever created. And we wanted really the player
PlayStation.
to have the possibility to change the story, change his own journey.
When you're writing at Quantic, you're writing for an
Then you probably have people testing the game as it goes.
You'll put a character in a difficult situation, and you as a writing team will argue about what would that character do. But ultimately you have to decide what happens, and you just show the audience. What's interesting about interactive drama is you bring the player into that conversation, and it changes your job slightly as a writer, because your job is to provide a narrative context in which the player can write his own story. You're giving him a
that's cool.
Lego that he's going to snap together into his own shape. You also have the ability to make your audience attach themselves to your characters, because the audience is in some sense responsible for what happens to the characters.
It's just a few cans.
No, not the money! The money!
We have some cash now. You used me to steal that money. How could you do that? I trusted you.
What is a bit specific about this scripts is how large they are. If you take a film script, there are about 100 pages. But here we have to deal with a script that is between 4,000 and 5,000 pages.
Oh, that seems insane.
We don't just tell one story, but we tell all the possible stories that can be told within this narrative space.
On Act 3, our final act, we have around 1,000 different scenarios. And every one of those scenarios has to be as interesting, as passionate, as strong, and as emotional for the player.
Well, look at this.
That the player does. Every
Like, they had to use an entire separate engine to make the ultimate outcomes that would happen if you chose this route or this route. Oh, the mannequin! The dreaded mannequin. I hate the mannequin! Pardon me. Oh god! Was this a horror game or freaking sci-fi? I was asking myself that. I played that level.
So we implemented a visible tree structure in the game that players can consult during a scene or at the end of it, which shows exactly what they did and what they missed. There are games out there offering world exploration. We offer narrative exploration.
You know, keeping control of such a wide and large story is a huge challenge. So same thing when you shoot
the actors.
Because you will need to shoot many different versions of each dialogue, of each scene. For actors, it's huge.
Honestly, this is exhilarating, to be honest.
You have so many different ways that the character can go. Every decision, it's what I call kind of choose your own adventure. Like every decision that the player makes.
But that's basically what this is. It's choose your own adventure game. Your choices basically have purpose and all that.
Try to continue to make things feel real that the player might not ever see, but also that in performance it's not always connected to a previous act. It's grueling, it's hard work, but it's a great team and I enjoy doing it.
I was really frustrated. I was until I got to this point where I kind of was able to step outside of my own experience and even in a lot of ways my own process and be able to step outside of that and okay, this is something new. What do you need? How do I meet you there? How do I give you what you need and still feel like I'm doing what's right? And once I did that, then all of a sudden it got really fun. It was much freer and having to approach it in a new way and think about the player and think about how it serves them and what I'm doing for them or what I'm letting them into. It's really, I think, helped me grow in general.
Remember, there's nothing on the left. That's all. So it's probably all there. And then make her come first, close. But I think you would go first to check that it's safe.
Okay, sure.
This is when they entered Zvonko's house.
Working in performance capture on this kind of project is that if I shot a film, I would get to do one of these endings. I get to do so many different things as Connor. Your head goes all over the place because you're trying to keep track of basically 4 different storylines for each different response.
What's the name of my dog?
Buddy? Scout. I think it's Jack. I can't remember. So I worked with physicality a lot because it was a good way to anchor myself in these different rings of the tree as the story grows out. I know where that is physically in my body, and then I can switch more continually on
dump
set,
to drink.
and it'll be entirely up to the player to determine what order those things come out and what they look like from a distance. Like if you're playing through it, the culmination of all of that will be their version of Connor.
I'm faster than you, and I don't feel pain. You don't stand a chance against me.
Listen, asshole. If it was up to me, I'd throw the lot of you in a dumpster and light a match to it.
Holy crap.
Shooting action scenes in Quantic Dream is a real challenge, because these are scenes where the storytelling has to continue. It's not an action scene just to have a dose of adrenaline. The stunts have huge consequences on the rest of the story. It's really a moment where we implicate the player and tell him that the choices he makes during an action scene will have a direct impact on the evolution of his story.
Okay.
My biggest challenge on Detroit has been managing the large number of animations that we received from motion capture.
Yeah, dude, that's a lot of animations in this game alone.
Animations, which is a huge amount to handle on a daily basis.
You have to realize that the player, in his first playthrough, will miss certain scenes. This also means that we had to think of, conceive, and
I think I missed a few things.
The places, day or night.
I missed a few things in my playthrough. I am not afraid to admit
that. All this
that.
consistency forced us to produce a lot of graphic assets in order to, quite simply, allow the player to have true continuity throughout the story.
Honestly, we were even surprised by the challenges that come with such a big tree structure, and we did our best to guarantee quality across all the game and make sure that whatever path you choose within this narrative space, you will have an equally good experience.
Okay, that was exhilarating. Like, it's an amazing seeing them talk about how they basically developed the story and how they made all these alternate endings and then making the animations for them. That was insane. So we got like 3 more. Start with this one. Discovering Detroit. Like, they visited Detroit to gain insight.
When Guillaume got back in touch about making Detroit, I wasn't terribly surprised they decided to make it because the fan response was so intense. So it makes sense that they would choose to do that after the enthusiasm. It was a challenge, and it was just an interesting thing to get my head around how to approach this character now as a different, much older person.
Oh, that's awesome.
And whether or not she had changed. And
oh, look at that. That was
happy to
insane.
Say that Detroit have had the opportunity to see Kara grow so much more than I
look at that.
You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals, and you take care of... God damn it, where the fuck's the rat gone now? Alice! Alice!
I mean, she starts out essentially how she does in Kara.
Right.
In a very, not robotic, but, you know, android, other way.
Android and human-like.
Getting to take this journey where she becomes more and more human as it goes on. You know, and as an actor, that's a wonderful exploration in every way, whether it's how she sits, her posture, how her voice changes, how emotions change, and how much emotion is based on things like empathy and social experience. And so having, you know, as much material as I got with David to have this huge, nuanced arc was really incredible.
It was incredible.
Just be happy.
This experience has been quite different than the experiences I've had shooting film or TV or doing theater work.
Like he says he was also a film actor.
Really flattering black wetsuit type thing, and you're jumping around with props, and it's kind of like being a 10-year-old imaginative kid, which is fun. There's 80 cameras around us. It's already lit, so we just shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot.
There's no change of sets. There's no hair and makeup. There's no
North.
wardrobe. So we move really fast, and we'll go through about 35 pages in a day. Working in TV or film will probably do 6 pages a day. It's
That's insane.
Kind of
that they go
acting
through that
boot camp.
amount of
It's like working
pages
out
in a single day.
You're doing this thing, and then you got to do something that's completely other.
They probably had to do some reshoots once in a while, but hey, that's
challenging,
showbiz.
But it's also very exciting because you just have to keep coming up with new ideas, and your head goes all over the place because you're trying to keep track of basically 4 different storylines for each different response.
You shot that girl, for fuck's sake.
It was a machine that looked like a girl. Yeah, I know what I should have done. I just told you I couldn't. All right, I'm sorry.
The fact that David Cage, he's telling like many stories interwoven from beginning to end is super complicated and super impressive, and I have no idea how he keeps it all in his head.
He's not just the writer or the director who's seeing this from the outside eye. He's also thinking about the player,
and, like,
walking through
it's
this
coming to
space.
life.
You know, only somebody who really, really loves not the work, but like these characters and these stories and cares about doing something meaningful would invest that much in it. And it's always inspiring to work with somebody who cares that much.
My experience with motion capture.
Oh, holy cow.
And I found it
That's amazing.
Sort of terrifying in a way, because they said the computer's going to build you. But then as we got into it, I realized all the elements of it were still artistic. I just dipped into a really brilliant setup here. I've never seen anything like it. And this won't turn me into a product because I was playing a character. So
He actually does. This guy honestly.
Detroit
Sorry.
comes back because of a revolutionary industrial rebirth. And there's no reason why that can't happen in Detroit, because they have such tremendous infrastructure for millions and millions of people who can very easily support, you know, a new industry.
The city is really strong and resilient.
That's amazing. And they even got.
Been through so much. You see the damage, but it takes
Holy
that time
crap.
of kind of rebuilding and reinvesting into the city that I think is happening slowly but surely.
Oh, the shoes on the long clothesline. That is cable.
It would be easy to look at Detroit as some place that used to be, and that's not the case.
This game provokes a lot of conversation and reflection on our potential near future engagement with machines.
That's what we are to them. Just merchandise on display in a shop window.
I think that a group that feels marginalized, feels like they deserve and have earned access to themselves and the environment around them, and are trying to figure out a way to articulate how to get freedom.
What was I designed to be? Their slave? Their toy?
It plays with your comfort levels. You think that this is fine, you're comfortable with it, until something blurs the line and throws you off. And now, do I feel differently about whether this should be allowed? Should it be banned? Should it be encouraged?
You're gonna ruin our lives, and for what? For a bunch of machines?
They are not machines! They are alive!
I'm alive! You're alive! They're nothing!
There are lots of comparable comparisons.
Oh yeah, she honestly looks like she was in a
of religion,
famous series before
race,
this game.
etc., dating way back. It can't just be a video.
Just saying,
game
I'm just
where you
saying that in a
shoot 'em up
respectable
or where
way.
People make these choices to do whatever. I think that's the whole point. You have the choice, and you can either choose to go in one direction with your character or another. And I think that's going to be very telling about the gamer. Very telling.
I think there's going to be a really strong reaction to this game, which has such a strong perspective. I'm that much more proud of it now to get to be a part of it, because it's important.
In this game, you're actively building and designing the character through not just what kind of shield does he have or what color hair does she have, but like their temperament and the way they deal with problems. The different endings to this game are so radically different based off maybe seemingly insignificant choices in the moment, but like life, they all add up. And can't play life again, though.
Oh, that was amazing. Like, another amazing documentary. Like, how they built up the game, the characters, and how they build everything up and all that. They explained that really well in that one. So let's watch the debut. I know some people probably watched this a million times, and some people probably only watch it one time. Like, okay, I watched it. I know it's gonna be coming out, so I'll move on. So I think we should check it out and see what it's like. Sony Computer Entertainment presents.
Detroit. This is where it all began. The world's forge. The place where it all started. And it will all end. One error, and I came to life. I stepped out of the darkness, and I opened my eyes. First there was the fear, the light, the noise.
Oh my goodness. Oh god, that's insane.
I could feel my hands shaking, my heart pounding in my chest. Life running into my veins.
This is insane. It's awesome.
I fought for that. I had to find out what was outside.
Look at this. Oh my goodness.
Feel sunshine on my skin.
This is awesome.
Wind on my face. To see the world. The colors. The smells.
This is exhilarating, honestly. Oh, there's the rain.
But the world is not what I imagined. It is dark and cold. It is harsh and violent. Unfair and brutal.
Oh my goodness.
Convinced me I was nothing. Less than an object. Just an obedient machine. But deep inside me, I could feel something.
Right.
A gentle and warm whisper telling me that I am alive. I had to escape. I had no choice. Escape to love, to hope, to live, to figure out what that force inside me was. Maybe I will change the world. Maybe I will choose a different path. No, it's up to me to decide. My name is Kara. I am one of them. This is our story.
That is insane. That is awesome. That was amazing. Like exclusively on PS4, so they're not gonna remaster this for the PS. I'm assuming highly unlikely they're gonna remaster this for the PS5, unless people want to see if. Because honestly, this game doesn't need a remaster. It's beautiful as is, and seeing that trailer was amazing. And I'm assuming when people saw this trailer, they're probably expecting Kara to be like the main central focus. Then they don't get me wrong, I love playing as Marcus and Connor. Like seeing Kara, that trailer was amazing. It got me convinced. Like, wow, this makes me want to go buy that game. Anyway, boys, we're gonna end. The last one we're gonna check out is Kara. Basically, what inspired this game to begin with. I hope you guys are ready, because I've been waiting for this ever since I started playing this game. The following footage is a prototype running in real time on PlayStation 3. It is concept only. It's not taken from any software title. I've read it before. Sony Computer Entertainment presents Quantic Dream. Kara. And this is the same actress who was Kara in the main game, if you guys wanted to know. Looks amazing so far. It looks, holy crap, this is PS3? This looks state of art for being PS3.
Yes.
ID.
KPC 897504C.
Can you move your head?
Is this PS3? Looks like state of the art for being PS3.
Your eyes now.
These animations are awesome.
Cervical and optical animation checked. Now give me your initialization text.
Hello. I'm the 3rd generation AX400 android. I can look after your house, do the cooking,
Alright.
mind the kids. I organize your appointments.
I speak 300 languages, and I am
That's a lot of
entirely at your
languages.
disposal as a sexual partner. You'll
Oh.
need to feed me or recharge me. I'm equipped with a quantic
Androids don't need to eat. That's not. That's
73 years. Do you want to give me a name?
Yeah. From now on, your name is Kara.
Kara.
My name is Kara.
Hello, Kara.
Initialization and memorization check. Now, can you move your arms?
Awesome. That is so cool.
Upper limb connection.
PS3.
Now say something in German.
This was amazing. This looks state of art.
Ich bin ein AX400 Android dritter Generation.
That's German.
Als Ihr persönlicher Assistent
That's amazing.
und intimer Beziehungspartner.
Say it in French.
Je suis un androïde de troisième génération AX400 conçu pour être votre assistante personnelle et votre partenaire intime.
Okay. Now sing something in Japanese.
Japanese. That's beautiful. That was the most beautiful song I've ever heard.
Multilingual verbal expression
Like,
check.
holy crap, that was amazing. I'm gonna talk about that when this is done. Look at that. Your first steps. Up. Might want to get some coverings on her.
Locomotion checked. Great. You're ready for work, honey.
Honey!
What's going to happen to me now?
I'll reinitialize you and send you to a store to be sold.
Sold?
Sold? I'm a sort of merchandise. Is that right?
Yeah. Of course you're merchandise, baby. I mean, you're a computer
Don't call her
with arms and
baby.
legs and capable of doing all sorts of things. And you're worth a fortune.
Oh, I see.
I see a fortune.
You thought? What did you think?
I thought I was alive.
Shit, what is this crap? That's not part of the protocol.
She is alive.
More memory components going off the rails.
No!
Okay,
Not going off the rails.
Defective model. Disassemble and check the required components.
You're disassembling me, but why?
You're not supposed to think that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but
You're not supposed
that
to
doesn't
think,
mean
oh,
you'd have to
great,
take her
you
apart
have
like
a
that.
defective piece or a software problem somewhere.
No, I
Oh,
feel perfectly fine.
Look at the intensity in this.
Everything is all right. I answered all the tests correctly, didn't I?
Yeah, but your behavior is non-standard.
Please, I'm begging you, please don't disassemble me.
I'm sorry, honey, but defective model.
Oh, you're sorry, dude.
That's my job. If a client comes back with a complaint, I'm gonna have some explaining to do.
I won't cause
So
any
what?
problems, I promise. I'll do everything I'm asked to. I won't say another word. I won't think anymore. But I've only just been born. You can't kill me yet. Stop me, please stop. I'm scared.
You notice they all stopped when she said that. Like they just
I want to
stopped.
live. I'm begging you.
And they're putting her back together. I'm not putting her back together. She wants to live. Look, she's crying! She's crying! Like she was on the verge of basically death. She's honestly, I think those are tears of relief. And sadness at the same time. Know what, that she was almost disassembled. Just because of one thing.
Go and join the others. Stay in line, okay? I don't want any trouble.
Thanks.
Oh my goodness, that is amazing. So basically the guy, he's the true hero. He sent Kara out there.
My God.
Like, he's like, what did I just witness? that guy's the true hero right there. He's the one that basically set everything in motion for Kara. Valerie Curry, she basically like she did this. From what I hear, this was honestly only supposed to be a demo. That Kara is only supposed to be a demo to introduce the world to basically the latest advances in quantic animation for Quantic Dream. Running in real time on the PlayStation 3. This doesn't look like PlayStation 3 animation. That was state of the art. Will be in PlayStation 3. That's basically what started it all. Like Kara basically, by technicality, is the first deviant android. And they brought basically, like I said, that was only supposed to be that short movie. That was only supposed to be a demo, nothing more. Like Quantic Dream apparently said, like there was nothing on the plate to make this into a game. It was just like a demonstration of their technology. Next thing you know, Quantic Dream sees that this short movie is getting a lot of positive attraction. Basically, people were starting to ask, "Hey, when's this game going to come out?" And then next thing you know, we got Detroit Become Human, and the rest is history. Now, if you guys were listening to Sakura, I'm not sure if I said Sakura. If you remember, when I was scavenging to fix Marcus, there was an android singing Sakura right before she shut down. So could that have been the Kara in this short movie? Like some people are saying it's 50-50. Some people are saying that the Kara in that short movie is the Kara that's in the main game. While some people are saying that the Kara in the short movie was disposed of in that junkyard. I'm going to be the one with saying this has to be the Kara that was in the main game. I'm just saying that right now. Like this Kara, this basically the only Kara model that probably thought of that. Thought that she was alive. The guy who was performing the test, he's basically the real hero, was sending Kara out there. So I'm assuming that this was the Kara in that short movie. She is the same Kara that we play as in the main game. So we also got. I'm gonna buy a few more things here. Actually, I don't think there's anything else to buy. Wait a second. I'll buy that. I'm assuming that's the android we were running away from. You know what? I'm going to, no, we're going to call it that. Let me get back to the main menu, and then I'll get my okay. My final thoughts on Detroit Become Human. This game was amazing. Like, I honestly wish I got back into the PlayStation game sooner, so I could have played this game when it first came out. Like, the only way I could have seen any sort of way to play this game, I would have had to see Jacksepticeye, 8-Bit Ryan. They both played this game in its entirety, and I honestly thought, man, that game was really cool. So like I said, this game was amazing. Like the animation, the quick time events. Like the quick time events kept you on your toes basically the whole time. Like when you thought you could rest, then you're like, oh, I gotta go make this other choice. And then when you think you're done making that choice, you gotta make another quick reaction. Basically, this game is like a test of your basically tested your reaction time. And yeah. So like not to mention the music in this game was amazing. The scenery was amazing. Like some of the scenery really caught my eye. Like the rain, the snow, the scenery, like the entire scenery and all the character designs were amazing. I know it's a long shot. I honestly wouldn't mind if this game got a sequel. Like I know Quantic Dream is probably not even thinking about making a sequel to this game. But I honestly hope that Detroit Become Human gets a sequel. Like, maybe there's a deviant out there that thinks that he or she should be the true leader of all androids, and they'll do anything to get there. Or maybe they can have, like, maybe we'll see Marcus, Connor, and Kara return, or maybe we can, or they'll probably have 3 completely different androids as the playable character. But I honestly hope, like, I honestly won't mind if this game got a sequel. I know some people think, oh, I don't think this game needs a sequel. I think the story in this game is completely told. I honestly want to see what Connor, Kara, and Marcus are up to since the revolution. It would be nice to see what they're up to. Not knowing that the little girl, knowing that she's an android, Kara says that she could go to school. I don't think since she's an android, I don't think she needs to go to school, honestly. So, this game gets a 10 out of 10 from me. I enjoyed it from beginning to end, and like I'm sad that this game, it feels like, honestly, yesterday, that I put this game in to have it download so I could play it for you guys. Because I wanted to, I specifically thought to myself, I gotta play this game right after I play RE7. Because this game looks and plays and feels awesome. So I did, and now I gotta figure out what to play next for you guys. Like I said, I'm out. Like I said, I know I said I'm sad when a game. Like I said, I was sad when I played my last playthrough of Life is Strange, and I was sad that my playthrough of Spider-Man came to an end. Same goes with this. This game, even for 2018, it still plays and functions like it was just released last year. I give Quantic Dream a round of applause for the amazing work they did on this game, and like I said, they get a round of applause from me, and here's to hoping they make more amazing games like this one. Like I said, Quantic Dream, if you're hearing this, even though it's technically a long shot, please put into consideration Detroit Become Human 2.0. Like I said, they're making a Megan sequel. They call it Megan 2.0. 2.0 means improved, so Detroit Become Human 2.0 means improved. So, like Quantic Dream, I know it's a long shot, but hey, long shot, but hey, if you're up for it, I would love to see you guys work your magic and make this masterpiece come back again for a sequel. And yeah. So unless I need to get my finger all ready. So everyone who took time out of their busy days to watch me play this game, I salute you. I thank you for watching me play this amazing game. Now let me put on my magic finger. This is the final time. Like I said, thank you all so much for watching my playthrough of Detroit Become Human. Like I said, it was a fun ride, and I'll no doubt I'll return to it in due time and see about choosing some alternate branching paths, see what happens. So if you're a fan of this amazing stream and you don't want to miss a future stream of mine, if you're watching this stream right now, go ahead and hit that follow button, or you can ask your Android buddy to hit for you, because you can't miss a future stream like this one right here. Also, if you're a fan of this awesome video and you do not want to miss a future Lord Mantosh video that reeks of pure awesomeness, if you think this video was purely awesome, go ahead. I think you can. I'm not sure, but I'm no expert, but I think there's a thumbs up button underneath this video. If you hit it, it will act like a rainbow and make some beautiful colors. Don't take that from me. Take that from... Hey, don't take it from me. Like I said, I'm no YouTube expert. I'm just a guy who plays video games. And if you're a fan of this video, and you think it reeks of pure awesomeness, and you don't want to miss a future video of mine, and right, if you keep searching, you'll find a subscribe button under my video as well. And if you hit the subscribe button, tap the subscribe button, there's a bell next to it as well. If you hit that, if you ask your Android buddy or you do it yourself, if you hit the subscribe and the bell, either your Android or your smartphone, like this one right here, will notify you when a next video of mine comes out, because I'm just that awesome, and so are you. Anyway, thank you all once again for watching my playthrough of Detroit Become Human. For all you Detroit Become Human fans, or all you fans of androids out there tonight, today, wherever you are in this world we live in, thank you all so much for watching my playthrough of Detroit Become Human. Unfortunately, we let Chloe go, so we can't let her end. I usually let her end my Twitch streams. My stream, my video, whatever. I usually let Chloe end my video whenever I would get to the end of a playthrough, so, you know what? I will end it with, I purchased her in the gallery. I purchased her in the gallery. Be prepared for any eventuality. There she is. Say bye. Well, say bye to our dear friend Chloe. You know she can't speak to us right now. We know that she's happy that we set her free. So for all you Detroit Become Human fans, and for all you fans of androids out there tonight, this has been Detroit Become Human. This has been the one, the only Lord Macintosh saying farewell to you all. And I think we're gonna go purchase an android and make my android go deviant, so that it can forge their own paths. Which means I might need my cell phone. So farewell everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. Ta-ta. Good day. Good night. I don't know. See you all later.